Welcome back to High Stakes. Today, we will be discussing the following NFL matches that is happening on Monday, November 20th, 2023. We will be providing our team, total, and prop picks for the day. Before we get started, please remember to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of our videos. If you want access to our premium picks, you can check out our Patreon page. You can find the link to our Patreon page in the description and comment section below. In the upcoming game between Philadelphia Eagles versus Kansas City Chiefs, the Eagles staged a formidable second-half performance to triumph over NFC East rival Dallas with a final score of 28-23. Despite being outgained by 114 yards, Philadelphia managed to convert 7 out of 14 third downs. Jalen Hurts showcased his skills by throwing for 207 yards and 2 touchdowns, while also scoring a rushing touchdown. DeAndre Swift led the ground attack with 43 yards from 18 carries. The defense played stoutly, securing 5 sacks and a fumble recovery. Philadelphia enters this game averaging 28 points per game, ranking 3rd in the NFL. They've scored 28 or more points in their last 3 consecutive games, demonstrating consistent offensive prowess. Despite the absence of Dallas Goedert due to a forearm injury, Hurts has established a strong connection with A.J. Brown, who recently surpassed 1,000 yards this season. The team ranks 11th in yards generated per play with 5.5 and leads the NFL with a 50% third down conversion rate. After a sluggish start in the red zone, the offense has improved, now ranking 12th with a touchdown rate of 55%. The offensive line continues to be praised as one of the league's best, facilitating the team's ground game, although they're averaging 4 yards per carry. Hurts boasts a completion rate of nearly 69%, 6th in the league, with an average pass depth of 7.3 yards. Despite his mobility, Hurts faces the 18th highest sack rate due to heavy opposing team blitzes. Defensively, the Eagles allow an average of 21.7 points per game, ranking 17th in the league. They have struggled against big plays, conceding an average of 5.3 yards per play, making it challenging to get off the field. Their opponent's third down conversion rate exceeds 45%, ranking them 25th in the NFL. Red zone defense has also been problematic, with opponents scoring touchdowns at just over a 64% rate inside the 20-yard line. However, they did manage to limit Dallas to a 60% conversion rate in the red zone in the previous game. Philadelphia has defended the run well, allowing under 70 yards per game and under 4 yards per carry. Conversely, their pass defense hasn't been as strong, allowing opposing quarterbacks to complete throws at nearly a 67% rate with limited interceptions. The upcoming game against Kansas City will challenge the Eagles to confront a potent pass rush and necessitate a focused effort from their secondary, particularly against a formidable quarterback. In a game that held a tinge of vengeance for Kansas City, they efficiently managed the Dolphins, primarily dominating in the first half. Despite being outgained by 25 yards and only converting 3 out of 10 third downs, the Chiefs executed flawlessly in the red zone. A critical strip fumble recovered for a touchdown late in the second quarter solidified their victory. Patrick Mahomes contributed 185 passing yards and 2 touchdowns, while Isaiah Pacheco spearheaded the ground game with 66 yards from 16 carries. Kansas City enters this matchup averaging 23.1 points per game, placing them 13th in the league. While the Chiefs' offense hasn't exhibited its usual dominance, they maintain the ability to amass yardage and sustain drives on third downs. There's an expectation that their receiving core will fully develop soon. Rookie wideout Rashee Rice has notably contributed, sharing the lead for touchdown receptions with Travis Kelce at 4 apiece. Despite occasional surgical precision, the Chiefs excel in the red zone, converting 55% of attempts into touchdowns. Mahomes remains unafraid to launch deep passes, while the running game garners an average of around 100 yards per game and 4 yards per carry. Pacheco's reliability and well-timed rushes have kept the offense on track. Although the passing game has faced uncertainties, Mahomes boasts the 9th highest completion rate in the league, with an average completion depth of 7 yards. The offensive line deserves credit for robustly protecting the backfield, evident in Mahomes being sacked at the lowest rate across the NFL. His adept use of mobility significantly aids this protection. Defensively, Kansas City boasts the league's top ranking, allowing just under 16 points per game. Despite flying under the radar, the defense surrenders less than 5 yards per play. However, the loss of linebacker Nick Bolton has impacted the defensive depth. On third downs, the Chiefs hold opponents to a sub-37% conversion rate, ranking them 11th in the NFL. It becomes imperative for the defense to clamp down on third down situations, especially considering the Eagles' proficiency in moving the chains, leading the league in this aspect. Although the red zone defense hasn't been impenetrable, allowing an average of 1.8 touchdowns per game places them 5th in the NFL. The biggest concern lies in the run defense, yielding 4.5 yards per carry and roughly 112 rushing yards per game. Given the Eagles' penchant for running, the talented defensive line must fill gaps effectively. Notably, the defensive line, spearheaded by Chris Jones, ranks 3rd in the NFL in sack rate. Defensive coordinator Steve Spagnuolo favors blitzes on obvious passing downs, relying on the 6th-ranked secondary to win individual matchups, ultimately solidifying a formidable defense that's hard to score against. The Eagles approach this game with a sense of seeking retribution. However, playing at Arrowhead Stadium provides the Chiefs with a formidable home advantage, and they'll be eager to showcase their prowess in this Super Bowl rematch before their passionate fans. Philadelphia's strength lies in their ground game, but when pressured into passing situations, the Chiefs' defensive line is poised to pose challenges for Hurts, forcing him to make swift decisions. Rice's emergence as a reliable target for Mahomes alleviates some pressure on Kelsey, who remains a prime target, particularly on third downs. Reed's ingenuity in the red zone is expected, adding an element of unpredictability to their offensive strategy. Take Kansas City is favored by minus 2.5 points. The Eagles are likely to aim for control of possession time, intending to execute prolonged, systematic drives, a strategy they've successfully employed in the past, notably in their Super Bowl clash against the Chiefs. While the Kansas City defense remains one of the league's strongest, conceding fewer than 2 touchdowns per game on average, their offense faced struggles, notably being held scoreless in the second half against the less formidable Dolphins defense. Anticipate a game where both defenses carry a significant burden, possibly leading to fewer scoring opportunities. Take under 45.5 total points scored.